Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to thank Miss Taya Koi, for sending me this amazing little Lula dress. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a printy person. I'm not. But, I'm just going to own it and love it and try new things, right? Because that's what life's about. So I wanted to talk to you guys about fears and anxiety. I have been really involved and we have a private group. If you are not a part of our Shuffle Challenge, you need to be there because the support and the healing and the love in that group is amazing. But I wanted to talk to you guys about fears and anxieties because I have noticed that that is a common theme with the with a few people that have shared their stories. There is a common theme of having these fears and doubts of themselves. And it really brought me back because I can completely relate to them. And I want to say that it was not even that long ago where I just had horrible anxiety. I would always call it crowd anxiety. I hate being in crowds. I hate, I would just get so sweaty and nervous when I was in a big crowd, and I could not handle it. I couldn't deal, and I just wouldn't even put myself in that situation because I was like, why would I do that if I just have these, I would call them anxiety attacks, right? And I just kind of thought that that's just what it was. Being a mom and being a wife, my life is so much more different and I'm just a homebody, and that's just what I was marking it off to be. But I have realized because my husband and I, we sought out family and marriage therapy, and I've been able to do a complete 180 on my life. But what I learned was that these fears and these anxieties were all from baggage that I didn't realize I was still carrying around. And so what I started working out with a group called Hotmess Fitness. And it's ran by an amazing girl. Her name is Tia Stokes. And the difference between her and any other workout group that I've tried is she is just so uplifting. So, I mean, granted, any instructor is, but in the middle of her classes, she's yelling stuff like, I'm amazing and I got this. And you have to repeat it back. And if you don't repeat it back, you have to do burpees, right? And so at first I was like, this is kind of dumb because I'm kind of shy, or I was telling myself I was shy. So I'm sitting there doing punches and jabs, and I'm like, I'm amazing, I'm awesome. But she just got in my face, and we had to do jabs, right? So she throws her hands up, and she's like, go Aniva, punch. And so I'm punching, and she's saying all this stuff I'm awesome. I'm gonna get emotional because she broke down a lot of walls that I didn't realize I had. But she's standing in front of me and she's telling me to jab. She's like, punch harder. And she's like, say, I am beautiful. And I couldn't say it back. And she just stood in front of me and she's like, why am I crying? This was forever ago. But she stood in front of me and she wouldn't move. She was like, no, you say it. You say I'm beautiful. And I was like, to move. I'm crying. I look stupid. Everybody's watching me. And she didn't care. She stood right in front of me and she's like, Aniva, you say it. I'm annoying myself because I'm crying. But I started punching and I was like, I'm beautiful. And she's like, louder. I was like, I am beautiful. And you know what? The reason why this story is so hard for me to get through, because it reminds me of what I put myself through. At the end of that class, she said, Aniva, what walls came down for you? And I realized I've never been able to look myself in the mirror, and I've never been able to accept myself. And what I was there to do was to lose weight, to not be fat anymore. I don't want to be fat anymore. So I was there because they're like, oh, this workout class is awesome. But what I didn't think I was going to do was break down some walls of why I couldn't lose the weight. I couldn't lose the weight because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't love myself. And the reason why I had such horrible crowd anxieties and didn't like going in big places is because I was so harshly judging myself that I assumed that everybody else was doing the same. Like, oh my gosh, look at her. She let herself go. But you know what? It probably wasn't everyone else. It was probably just me. But because I have that mindset, I had horrible anxiety. I had fears I couldn't face because I had this wall that's been there that I had no idea existed. And I'm forever, ever, ever grateful to Tia Stokes for that, Hotmess Fitness. I'm not an affiliate for them. I'm just completely in love with what they've done for me. But I want you guys to think about that. What is blocking you guys from embracing yourselves? What mental blocks do you have? And could it begin with loving yourself a little bit more? Because this was the message I was trying to share yesterday, and I truly apologize that that my kids were knocking on the door. But you can't give away something you don't have. And if you don't have that self-love, that self-confidence, knowing that you're beautiful and acceptance of yourself, it's going to be a challenge to give that away. So, with that simple message, I want you guys to know that you are worth it. Your story is worth it. And I want you to know that there are people out there that are waiting and ready to embrace you. And if you don't have that support group, you need to come to our 2016 Shuffle Challenge because that is what's going on there. I realized that I never mentioned on here that for all of you that had started following me because of my little like 3-step workout thing and my accountability and my check-ins, I do it in that Shuffle Challenge group, right? Because that's one of my goals is to like get back into shape, but doing it the right way. So that's where all my check-ins and accountability videos have been being checked off. And if you guys are not there and if you need the support, and also our family therapist, his name is Larry Bradley, will be going live and doing sessions in there. Free sessions, just little, let's help you get through some blocks. But if you're not there, please get there. And I just want you guys to know that I love you. And let's keep getting closer to sharing our story. I love you guys. Have a good day. Whoop.